So I've been watching you, maybe not you, but you, on how to fix cars, how to paint fenders and stuff. So I'm gonna try that. How to do, you know, when people make these tutorials, do they actually expect someone to like watch them and then be able to go out and do it? Let's find out. Fixing this 2015 Dodge Journey. The fender here. It's locked, but you can't even like open the door past like an inch. So we bought a new fender online. So here's the fender. So it came like already primed or whatever. Then I'm gonna wet sand it with some 400 and then clean it off and then just scuff pad it and then hit it, I guess wet sand it with like some 1200 or something. And then we're gonna paint it. It's been sanded. I sanded a little too much on some of the corners. I mean, dude, I was barely touching it. I'm new! I don't know what to do! So what I'm gonna have to do is hit it with a little bit of like self-etching or like sealer or something, just on the little bare metal spots, but that's okay. So I'll do that. I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. I'm gonna hit that and then trying to find a way to position this to where I can paint, because I don't want to paint outside really, so I have to figure out something to do. Holy genius. Look at this setup. We got a fan, woo, man. If you listen carefully and you're very still and very quiet, you can almost hear my genius. It may be a little dark in here, huh? Oh, no problem. Bong! Doop. Alright, well, I mean, the color's all weird, but the camera. Well, anyways, let's do this. It's got some self-etching primer. Gonna hit it up. I'm using a real paint gun for the rest of it, but I just didn't have any primer and I accidentally sanded it down to bare metal, so I'm having to use just this Rust-Oleum crap to cover up the bare metal spots. I want to make sure there's no bare metal anywhere. Alright, so according to you guys, I should let that flash or dry, whatever. Look like I got pudgy cheeks. I'm a pudgy painter. Anyways, let that flash for like 5 or like 10 minutes maybe. I guess flash is a fancy word for it. Going and then drying. I don't know, but yeah. So 10 minutes. I'm gonna do another like little light coat over that, and then That's it. I guess I'll like sand it a little bit. Alright, I have 2 light coats on it. Yes, there are streaks and stuff, but I'm not worried about that. It came primered. I actually went a little bit overkill on it, so it's still flashing somewhat. You can see where it's a little bit thicker along the edges. I did that on purpose because I saw at least 1 or 2 the videos saying to do that. However, I have wet sanded it twice for the 800. Feels really smooth. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm new. This kind of stuff doesn't really come up during those little tutorials, so I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. And then spray this bad Mamba Jampa. Mix and paint, just mix and paint. Mix and paint, just mix and paint. Stir, 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 stir and paint. Alright, it's time. Got the clone of a nice gun. I guess it's the Spray It R500 LVLT. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so it is very wet. I just sprayed it. But the thing about it, man, I don't know how the hell that got there. Anyways, still gonna have a lot of work to do, but I mean, I literally just set the gun down and walked over here. I'm having an issue with the gun. I mean, paint wasn't even coming out when I first started spraying it. And it turns out, I guess, in the cap right here, this got clogged. There's like a little hole like in the cap right there, and then in there, that all got clogged. So with it being a gravity fed gun, it wasn't coming out.
A few inches later.
Okay, just sprayed it. The final coat. I honestly don't know where those scratches came from. I mean, those are like, I don't even know. But there's like that one and that one. I don't know where those came from.
That was a ghost!
But once I get the clear on and all that stuff, I'll be able to just like buff that out. We got the 4-to-1 mixture on the clear. Just stirring it up. And we're gonna put it on. This tiny little baby compressor. Done the job, I guess. But there's literally just sprayed it. That's the first coat of clear. Give that 5 or 10 minutes to flash and get tacky, and then we will put, I guess, a little wetter coat on there. Apparently that's what you're supposed to do. I'm done with it. There's a few, like, I don't know, call them nibs or whatever. There's definitely some orange peel, but I'll buff that out. As far as the orange peel goes, I know it's either like too much air, or, I mean, not too much air, like not enough air, or too much fluid, distance. I mean, I tried all that stuff, dude. I just don't know what I'm doing. But anyways, it's painted, and this has been sitting for like 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna let it dry probably overnight and then try and get it installed in the morning. That's a whole nother thing, dude. I guess I have to pull the panel off and it's the next morning and looks like the paint has hardened and or dried or whatever. So I am done with it. I mean, obviously it's a little dusty. It's been sitting in the garage overnight, but a little bit of the orange peel, no problem. I'll buff that out a little bit later. I will be able to get rid of the orange peel. There's a clown honking across the street, but yeah. We'll end it with that. Yeah, I appreciate you guys checking out these videos. Check back in a couple days. I should have the install video coming up. We use the car as a daily driver. Actually, it's my wife's work vehicle, and she sends employees off with it. So whenever she gets back and I have a day to do it, I'm gonna pull the panel off, try and get that done. So I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.